SacTown Movie Buffs TV with your host, Kier Stoves.
Hey there, this is Paul Newton, executive producer, SacTown Movie Buffs, here with
Chris Wallace, and today we are at the Scottish Rite Temple at the Sinister Creature Con, their 10th year doing it, and we're going to be walking around meeting all sorts of fascinating people for your enjoyment.
Fantastic. Well, let's get to it. Hi, it's Paul Newton with SacTown Movie Buffs here at Sinister Creature Con. I'm talking with the Grim and Bloody podcast guys. You want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Anthony.
I'm Al Omega.
All right, so I understand you guys are the official podcast of Sinister Creature Con.
We understand that too.
Absolutely. Last year we were associated with the con. The producers were running guests here. We were busy pretty much the whole weekend. This year,
They put a ring on it.
They put a ring. We're the official podcast of the Creature Con. We are proud of that because we've been fans of the convention for probably at least since inception. So it's been really fun to come on the other side and help them promote something that we've found a lot of enjoyment just being a part of.
Right. So this is your first year being the official podcast?
First year.
Official.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So all those other years, you've still been doing the podcast. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what you guys do? What do you cover? What do you talk about?
You want to answer that one now?
Well, we're here to talk to the producers, directors, actors of the great films, and we ask them all sorts of questions. Sometimes they go off on a tangent about that particular director on that movie and the weird things that happen, like the tarantula story we like to talk about occasionally, and others. And we get to have a great time with them, which is the fun part, because we get to see a little different side than most people get to on them. And we get to help, of course, cross-promote everything, which we love doing. So.
Yeah. We ask questions that are probably not normally asked. We review the material before we interview them. Because we've been doing this for a while, I mean, between Kevin, who's not here, and Al, they have almost 100 years of review experience. So we get to the points where we get the guests a little bit off-centered. Like, they become engaged with us, and we turn a simple interview into a conversation because we feel that the guest is going to get more out of it. They're going to feel happy that they joined our podcast. They're going to tell their friends. They're going to share it with their followers. And our followers are going to get more out of it because hopefully our interview stands out apart from the list of other interviews that maybe that same guest had done.
All right. Fantastic. And so how long have you been doing the podcast for?
This will be our 5th year.
Okay, right on. All right, so you're established. So if our viewers wanted to go back and start listening to you, do you have a specific episode, interview that you guys point to, like, oh, this is the quintessential Grim and Bloody podcast episode, someplace to start with? Obviously, whatever the Sinister Creature Con recap is, when that drops. Is that going to be next week or a couple
It's
weeks?
actually going to be Monday. So yesterday's episode, the guests that we had, and today's are all going to be dropping on Monday in 2 episodes, day 1 and day 2. Anybody who wants to start a podcast, start from day 1. I would say start from the very first and work your way through. You hear us sucks in the first 30 episodes, and then you hear us become better. Then you hear more polished episodes, and then you say, wow, these people, they've grown. And then you've grown with us. I always start from the very beginning, because you never know. If you start at the very end, you're going to hear the finished product. It's fun hearing them figuring things out,
Yeah.
They're just interviewers. They just want to hop on a podcast, and they want to talk to people. We've always done that. But yeah, I would say, but if you really want to start with an episode, start with the Dee Wallace episode.
That was a good one.
That was one of our better ones early on. Start with the, what's his name? Walking Dead fame, we were just talking about him. Michael Rooker.
Roker.
Oh.
Michael Rooker. Excellent
He's a
episode.
character.
Michael Rooker.
That was had his beer.
Best 10 minutes ever.
Oh, yeah. That's what she said.
We've had so many big names. It's hard to think of them all at once.
All right.
I would say you start from ground zero, put it on follow because we release episodes bi-weekly. You never know who's going to be on. We're established with PR firms, and I would say just enjoy it.
One of the nice things is not starting with this week's show, is that if you watch some of our older stuff, there'll be a name you don't know, some director, some producer that you don't know that person, and then you find out, oh, he worked on that film, or that other thing, and he worked with those people that you had no clue about, and you find all this back history up, and now that's a name you should pay attention to, because a guy like that's probably got another great movie coming out soon. And that's a nice thing, is we get to, one, promote them, and two, we get to introduce you to these people that maybe have been around for a while, but you just don't know their names yet. And after this, you'll know why you should have known it.
All right. Fantastic. Well, I will be listening. So,
awesome.
So
New
I'm glad.
follower right here.
Yeah, brand new follower. I followed yesterday. So it's all good. Well, thank you so much, guys. I hope you have enjoy the rest of the convention. And I'll be reaching out to you to talk to you about my movie in a month.
Right, we're going to have you on.
Haunted House of Pancakes.
I appreciate taking time.
It's coming in a couple months.
I'll have you on. I have a separate show. We mentioned it briefly. I have my own TV show, the original Creature Features, and would love to have you come in, and we'll get to see the set. You can see Mom. Mom loves pancakes, so it'll be awesome.
Right on. Thank you so much. So that's another episode of SacTown Movie Buffs. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Hi, welcome back to SacTown Movie Buffs. My name is Paul Newton. I'm sitting here with Dave Barclay, a very famous puppeteer. Hi, how you doing? How are you enjoying the con?
Oh, the con's great. It's been very good. So, enjoyed every moment. The crowd are great. They're really friendly and nice up here in Sacramento.
That's what we try to be.
Yeah.
So I understand, you've worked on some incredible classic films between Star Wars and Little Shop of Horrors, and your work with Jim Henson. What's been your favorite thing to puppeteer?
Well, interestingly enough, every single movie has got special memories for me, and nearly every single character has been brilliant to be part of. I think probably my first movie, which was my dream to be in movies, has to be on the top of the list, because that was Empire Strikes Back and a character called Yoda. So I got to be...
I've heard of him.
Yeah, I got to end up being chief puppeteer for Yoda on Empire Strikes Back. Now, everyone knows Yoda is Frank Oz. He does the voice. He's the chief puppeteer. But at the end of the film, they hadn't completed all the shots of Yoda, and Frank had to go and do another job. So they needed to find someone to stand in, and Frank nominated me. I was 19 years old, and it just launched my film career. So I've been doing puppets ever since.
That is one hell of a way to get your start.
Yeah.
And now you've written a book about your experiences through all these films,
yes.
And it being part of basically my whole childhood. Yeah, I'm very interested in this book.
Yes, well, it's something that I wanted to do, and actually a couple of friends of mine 20 years ago said, you must tell some of these stories, because I don't think this path could ever happen again today. The career that I had and the opportunities that I had was very much of the time, and so write a book. And I was thinking, well, I don't know how to do this. It's like, there's so many stories, so many things. And then I thought, my hook was that I was so disappointed in so many biographies that there's a small, thin strip of pictures in the middle, and you can't really quite understand what people are saying. So I decided, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have a photograph and then a story, and that story is about that photograph. And so I went through, found all the photographs that I could, and then got them approved by Lucasfilm and Henson and Disney. And then the photographs and the text relate to each other throughout the entire book. So because my career has been a visual career, I thought my book needs to be the same.
Absolutely. It sounds incredible. And I understand you've already sold out of the book here.
Yeah, we brought a standard amount that we normally sell, and there's usually a couple left, or 4 or 5 left. They all went early, so it's like, we should have brought more.
Yeah, and we've got hours left to go.
Hours left to go, and yeah, because it's great. And I also like showing people the photographs that are in the book, because so many of them, no one's ever seen them before. and most of the Star Wars pictures that I've put in there, some of them are actual photographs I took when I was working on the films and could not release, but Lucasfilm have approved them, so they're in the book. So yeah, never before seen photos in this book. So.
All right. Fantastic. And then anyone who wasn't able to get a copy of the book here or who's watching at home
Yep.
and wants to get one of those books, I understand it's on your website and it's signed. I think we're going to have a lower third promoting this through the whole thing because this is awesome.
Yeah, so it's available at coolwatersproductions.com, and there's also a link to that from my website, which is davebarclay.com. So either way, you can get to the book that way, or catch me at another convention. We'll try and bring a few more books next time.
All right, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I won't take up more of your time. You're getting a line started.
All right, okay.
So thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure meeting you. And is there any, so you're at your website, is there any social media that you want to send people to as well? or-
Not really, no, I'm too old for that sort of thing.
Honestly, me too. Well, thank you so much.
My
I really
pleasure.
appreciate
It's been
it.
great chatting with you, thank you.
Thank you. And that's been another edition of SacTown Movie Buffs. Thank you so much. Hope to see you again. Hi, welcome back to SacTown Movie Buffs. I'm Paul Newton. I'm here with Brett.
Well, come on, you're good.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
It's the
good.
pressure. The camera's going.
Hey, you
And
got-
all of a sudden, I've been talking all day. Hey, I got to talk to Brett Wagner.
Yeah,
I got to talk to Brett Wagner. I get in front of you, and I screw it up.
It's because of my good looks, I know.
It's disconcerting. So speaking of good looks, I understand. How was it playing Leatherface?
Well-
Getting to be. I know there was some complications that you
Yeah.
had on set,
Yeah.
but you got to be in front of the camera to be cast as such an iconic horror.
Yes. Yeah, it was. We have Jeff Daniel Phillips. He's actually directing this right now, which is great. Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I did get heat stroke, but I still got to do the first kill in the movie, which is what Gunnar Hansen did, and got to chat with Gunnar when I did it, and after a couple years later, and it was awesome. Once you, whether it's one scene or 5 movies, once you play the character and don that mask, you're Leatherface. So I was very blessed to be a part of the movie.
Right on. And so you've been in a lot of things. What would you say is your favorite character to have played?
Man, I really loved playing one of the crazy hunters in the Crazies, the 2010 movie. That was really fun. But I just finished filming Desert Fiends 2. This is part 1 with director Sean C. Phillips, and I played Papa, this crazed mutant, which I love doing. And I'm 57 years old. I'm still acting, so a lot of stuff coming up. Got a movie called Shiners, which I'm going to be shooting next year or the end of this year with Felissa Rose, Dave Sheridan, and Kyle Shute. And so a bunch of good stuff's coming up.
Fantastic. And I know one of the projects you have coming up that I'm excited about because I believe you're working with a friend of mine, Dirty Frickin' Joe, on a music video that I believe you also performed on the song.
Yes, Mutants. Yeah, Joe is a great human being, and he's a hustler. He works really hard to do stuff. His first video, music video, not his first, but the one he did a year ago, won a bunch of awards. And
Yeah, Sci-Fi Sam.
we got to work with Joe Castro, special effects guy, makeup guy, was great, and so I'm excited. Yeah, he asked me to sing on this song. I haven't sang in 40 years, so it was pretty cool. It was fun. I mean, I lost my voice, couldn't talk for 2 weeks, but yeah, I love working with Joe.
Yeah, he only works with the best people. I know. I worked with him.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Oh, there you go. Yeah. But yeah, so it's good. So that's it's we're halfway during the through the year, and things are going well. And this was a great convention here. So I'm so excited that I got to come up here to Sinister Creature Con. I've been trying to do it for years, and finally they said, "All right, stop bugging us." And so now I'm here. So me, Jeff Daniel Phillips, we've been having a great weekend. Jamie Kennedy, Danielle Harris, and of course, David Howard Thornton's been kicking butt over there.
Okay, a line around the building.
Hey, Terrifier 4. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy. That whole production company, Fuzz on a Lens and all those folks are great people. So that whole Art the Clown, the whole Terrifiers franchise is really brought back, I think, and put a big impact on horror movies in general. So it's proof that you can take an idea, make a movie, and people will come watch it. So
Yeah, I mean, it's also, you do really good practical effects, and that's what people want.
Of course. I mean, look at CGI's, it is what it is, but when you got someone like Damien Leone who's really good at what he does, to get in there and do stuff, it makes a difference.
And David Howard Thornton is, not to undersell how incredible he is as art. I don't think we have to tell people.
The whole cast, it just keeps getting better and better. I mean, part 4 is going to be amazing, and I'm excited to see who gets in it. I mean, listen, everybody in Hollywood is clamoring to get in part 4. I'm sure, some rumor has it Brad Pitt called up, said, listen, I want to get killed in part 4. So
that'd be incredible. All right, man. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for talking with us.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Do you have any socials or anything you want people to follow you on?
You can Google, you can find The Big Schwag, SCHWAG. I'm pretty easy to find, so.
All right,
and then
fantastic.
we'll be right back here next year.
Right on.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you. And that's another interview for SacTown Movie Buffs. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
And this is Chris Wallace with another episode of SacTown Movie Buffs, and today we are with Miko Hughes, the one and only. So Miko, being quite busy in Hollywood, I think one of the bigger projects you've been involved with is Wes Craven's New Nightmares. Anything you want to talk about that in particular, or is there any other productions that you've been involved with that maybe you enjoyed a little more? Or
Sure,
more
yeah. Well, we did a short film a year or so ago about, it's called Dylan's New Nightmare. It's an unofficial sequel to Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and it's for free to watch on YouTube. So if you're a fan of the original, it's fan-made, fan-funded, and it's the idea being, what if Freddy comes back for Dylan 30 years later? So it's fun. It seems like people like it.
Okay, so since it was fan-made and fan-funded, officially sanctioned, or do they?
Totally unofficial.
Okay.
They want to maybe roll it into something bigger and get the attention of those that would make it official. But we'll see. There's a full-length script version that we're thinking about trying to do something with, and it's cool though. It's totally born out of the convention scene. I met Cecil, the writer, director, producer, at a show, and he had the idea and offered it to me, and I said, that sounds kind of fun. And I didn't expect much of it, but it really turned out into something cool. So
yeah, a lot of those productions you don't think much, but they put a lot of their heart into it, they can make big things happen. So was that the case here?
Sure, yeah, I think so.
All right, cool. So you work on these sets, you worked around legends, like Robert Englund himself.
Yeah.
Any stories about that or any experiences?
He's great. I mean, he's just like he seems in the interviews you might watch of him. He's really cool. He's really intelligent, very kind, very patient with the amazing amount of lines that he always has. He's always, takes a lot of time with each person, and he's a good dude.
Well, it's not everyone who can be a part of a major franchise, let alone a cultural icon like that, and to be a part of that yourself.
Sure. I have imposter syndrome. I'm so thankful to have been a part of something like that. Freddie was such a cultural icon, especially in the 90s, and I remember I was only like 7 or 8, but I was over the moon when I learned I was going to work on the film to get to be in a Freddie movie. So it was like a dream.
Yeah, no,
a good dream, not a nightmare.
No, we all grew up with them, and to jump at a chance like that. Sure. So you get a chance to work on a movie. Sometimes they let you take something home from the movie. They let you bring home a glove or anything like that?
Excuse me. No, but I've got the Glendale Park from the scene where I jump off of the rocket. They were going to haul it to the dump after filming, and I guess my parents asked them, can we just take it? Because we lived quite a ways out of the city and had room for it. And like, it was really neat to set it up in the backyard. And that was like, to have birthday parties and friends over. And we play in the backyard. And we got that whole park just back there hanging out.
Okay, so you still have it then?
Yeah, it needs a paint job. It's probably a little rusty, but I can still go out there sometimes. It's fun.
All right. Well, hey, it doesn't get any bigger than that, actually.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Very lucky. Yeah.
It is. Any huge projects coming up? Anything you can talk about just yet?
I got something new. I'm currently under NDA, so I can't talk about it entirely, but I'm very excited to talk about it when I can. I'll be posting about it the moment I'm able to. Probably in the next month or two, I'm guessing. So if you follow me on social media, I'll be posting about it there. It's gonna be on television. Looking like we're guessing. They haven't said officially, but we're guessing like September right now. So yeah.
So for anyone who's not sure of your socials, can you like?
I'm mostly on Instagram. My handle is woeismiko, WOEISMIKO.
All right, well, fantastic. Yeah, well, we're going to be looking forward to it. I'm sure a lot of other people will be too.
Thank you.
So, you know what? I appreciate the time. Thank you for taking the time out.
Absolutely.
And I hope you're enjoying the convention.
Having a blast. Yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, it's a good time. Well, thank you for your time, and have a good day.
Yeah, you
and this
too.
is Chris Wallace with another fantastic episode of SacTown Movie Buffs, and we'll talk to you soon. Hello, Chris Wallace again. Today we are discussing Just Daniel Phillips, and he's got a fantastic project that he'd like to discuss.
Yes, so it's called Kirsten Baja. It's an ode to the B film. Some friends and I got together. It's a horror noir, and we shot it right before the actors' strike. So we knocked it out and went to Mexico, shot some footage, shot in LA with a bunch of friends, and we put this out. It's on Amazon, Google Plus. I don't know if you can hear it here, but it's all over the place. It's on Tubi too, so check it out. It's the perfect movie for this type of a con at Sinister Creature Con, and I'm happy to be here in Sacramento, pumping it up.
Well, hey, we're happy to have you, and I got to tell you, if nothing else, that's a killer poster. That tells you enough right there.
There's Barbara Crampton too.
Barbara, no joke.
Yeah, bunch of friends, a lot of fun.
Okay, so we got the guns, so we got to have some clean, wholesome, fun-loving
And there's
violence.
a chupacabra in it, by the way.
Okay, now who gets to design what a chupacabra looks like?
Chupacabra, this guy named Ted Haynes designed it. He worked for Legendary Studios.
Okay.
He's a big deal, and he's up here. I forgot what area he moved up to, but nearby Moreau Bay or something. Right? But yeah, he's an amazing guy. He also did my muscle suit for Herman Munster. And he also put me in a block of ice for a commercial, and for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., he helped build them a mask I wore. So, yeah, he's a really great guy, great friend, talented. And, and I said, hey, can you make a chupacabra outfit? He goes, right on, I'm on it.
All right, well, that sounds fantastic. And, all right, Kirsten Baja, check it out.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for joining us on SacTown Movie Buffs. We are on day 3 of the Film Mixer, and I am here with the amazing Sydney Strange, filmmaker, director, writer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your body of work in general.
So I've been directing, filmmaking, whatever, for about 10 years since I was in middle school.
10 years? Oh my
gosh. Long time coming. Both my parents who are here today, they both met in local news. So my dad was Marcus Allen's editor for a little while.
Oh, no way.
So I learned from him. Do I like it? But editing. Like, truly hats off to anyone that likes editing,
Right?
That's some time that I don't have. I do it. Sometimes we gotta get the job done. We gotta get the job done sometimes.
Absolutely.
Happy to do anything. I was here yesterday for You Had a Bad Days premiere.
Yes.
I was the first.
What was your role on
I was the
that?
first assistant director on that.
Wow.
I had a lovely team of ADs.
You did a fantastic
thank
job.
you. 12 and a half pages in one day.
Oh my gosh. Hire her.
Oh my God. You know what? But the crew's awesome. The cast is awesome.
Yes.
We did it. Only minor complaints. Rightfully so. But we did it. And I'm happy. I love doing it. I love the film today. Play It Again, good one.
Ooh, tell us about that.
So Play It Again is about a professional pianist and her girlfriend, and the girlfriend is very jealous of how much time the pianist is spending at the piano. And kind of just this communication between these two on how much they like each other, you know? Two very talented people playing it, Ali Boulis and Zalicia Armstrong. Love them dearly.
Do they both play the piano?
Actually, neither of them do. Ali is amazing, though. She learned it for the role.
You are kidding me.
She learned it for the role. She's a talent. If you could get Ali Boulis on your film, please do. She's amazing.
Okay, so what is the name of it again?
Play It Again.
Play It Again. Play It Again, and that's showing at the block that is at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that. So, what's next on the horizon for you?
Hopefully a break would be nice. Sleep in would be so fantastic. But I think I got some PCS films to work on here. That'll be fun.
Which ones are you working on?
I'm working on one with Courtney Bazin. That'll be really fun. I'm also ADing on that one. I'm writing some stuff right now. So maybe this time next year, I'll come back with another one.
Fingers crossed. Well, I look forward to seeing what you come up with. And also, you wear so many different hats. You've got a lot of different talents that you're very, very good and capable at in different areas, you know, AD, writing, directing. What is your favorite? Like, where is your passion at?
Directing for sure. Sometimes you don't get that artistic spark to write, you know, and you're like, I just want to work on something, but I love directing. It's artistic, it's technical.
Yes.
You know, you get a little bit of everything in there.
So what is it about directing, like if you could pinpoint a moment, like a slice of life on the set when you're directing and you're like living your best life, what does that moment look like for you?
I think if I had to summarize the director as a different synonym, I would call them the communicator. So I think being able to communicate with everyone, like everybody, because sometimes when I'm ADing, you know, you don't talk to talent, or you do and it's brief, or, you know, you're only talking to heads of departments or whatever. I feel like the director is the communicator between everyone, and I'm a social being, so it's very fun to socialize and just communicate.
Well, I have to tell you, you know, that's, as an actor, I really appreciate that. You know, and as a makeup artist, because
HMU is my favorite place to hang out.
Some directors are not like really inclined to communicate so much.
Yeah.
So,
and that to me is a failing of a director. If you're not communicating with your people, you're not doing your job.
Oh my goodness. Well, one to watch, ladies and gentlemen, Sydney Strange. You've already made your mark on the filmmaking world, and I cannot wait to see what you have for us today, and then what you come up with, like in the future.
Thank you.